Hi everybody, welcome to Tech Growth Stocks channel. Today I present you a new episode. Specifically, I will give you 5 top robotic stocks for 2021. So this is part 2 of the series, and today I will give you strong robotic stocks with excellent momentum and good growth characteristics. So I think it definitely pays if you watch that video until the end with me and have a look at all of these strong stocks. Also, make sure if you missed part 1 of the strong or top robotic stocks, have a look on my channel. These robotic stocks have even greater momentum and better growth. So have a look on my channel if you missed that part. So before I start right off with the first robotic stocks, I have to make a short disclaimer. This video does not constitute financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, so please consider that. And also one more quick note. Please subscribe now to my channel with the link in the description below and hit the notifications bell so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me. So please subscribe now. Okay, so that was it for the intro. So let's start right off with the first top robotic stock for 2021. And it is BRKS, Brooks Automation. Here you can see the long-term chart of Brooks, and as you can see, we have been in a long-term uptrend overall in Brooks, but here a strong uptrend, and then kind of a sideways moving, drifting uptrend, and we can see as well here we had a strong breakdown together with a market breakdown with the corona pandemic, and we made a low in March 2020, reversed from that low and could form a nice and strong uptrend then after that period. And in the short-term chart here, we see that uptrend. Here we see a period of pause in that uptrend, base building phase. Here, strong breakout of that base, strong move to the upside. Here we had another base breakout, and now it looks like we are building another base or period, having another period of pause in Brooks Automation. And when we look at the growth characteristics for Brooks, I mean, the EPS growth, it's not the best, it's plus 1%, but the sales growth, it's good with plus 21%, and the relative strength rating, it's good as well, or it's okay as well with 82. And Brooks is in a hot sector in the semiconductors robotics space, so I think Brooks Automation is definitely a top robotics stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Brooks. Now let's have a look at the next top robotic stock for 2021, and it is TER, Teradyne. Here you can see the long-term chart of Teradyne, and as you can see, here we had a long-term sideways moving phase, and then we moved into an uptrend, let's say from around 2016 April until March 2018. Then we had a correction phase, made a low in December 2018, and since then we reversed from that low and formed a very strong uptrend. And recently, we had also a breakdown with a corona breakdown, made a low in March 2020, reversed from that low and continued with that strong uptrend. In the short-term chart, you see here a period of pause and a breakout of that pausing phase of that base, and then continuation with a strong uptrend. And recently, looks like we are building another base here, and I think soon we could see a breakout of that base here in Teradyne. So I think from a technical standpoint, Teradyne is looking great here. When we look at the growth characteristics for Teradyne, the EPS growth, it's very strong with 91%, and the sales growth, it's also strong with 38%, and the relative strength rating, it's okay with 79. So I think with these characteristics, Teradyne is definitely a top robotics stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Teradyne. Now let's have a look at the next robotics stock for 2021, and it is AVAB, environment, AVAB. Here you can see the long-term chart of AVAB, and as you can see here, we have been trending down from, let's say, around September 2018 until March 2020. We had a strong downtrend in AVAB, and in March 2020 we could reverse from the low, trade to the upside, and form a nice and strong uptrend since then in AVAB. The short-term chart, here we see a period of pause in this building uptrend, which would be this one here, this base here. See that pause here and breakout in around November of that pausing phase, and then we traded strongly to the upside, and here we had a strong volume coming into the stock. Now looks like we are building another pausing phase here at the top, another period of pause or base, and I think soon we could trade to the upside and break out of that base or pausing phase and continue with that strong uptrend. When we look at the growth characteristics for AVAB, the DPS growth, it's sluggish, it's minus 57%, and the sales growth is also not the strongest, it's plus 6%, but the relative strength rating, it's okay with 76. So I think AVAB is also a good robotics stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for AVAB. Now let's have a look at the next robotics stock for 2021, and it is ZBRA, Zebra Technologies. Here you can see the long-term chart of Zebra Technologies, and as you can see, we have been in a long-term uptrend in Zebra Technologies since 2017. Nice uptrend, and you can see, for instance, here we bounce of the 40-week moving average through the upside. Here we undercut the 50-week moving average, but still we could bounce. Here we bounced, and yeah, here we had a strong breakdown in, let's say, from January 2020 with a corona breakdown, and we made a low in March 2020 in Zebra Technologies, and we traded to the upside, and we could continue with this strong uptrend in Zebra. In the short-term chart here, we see a base building phase and a strong base breakout on an earnings gap, and a subsequent strong drift to the upside in Zebra Technologies. And yeah, here as well, in the previous earnings, in the last earnings in February, we had also an earnings gap up and a strong move in Zebra Technologies. So these earnings gap ups, serial gap ups to the upside, this is a strong sign for Zebra Technologies. So I think from a technical standpoint, Zebra is looking excellent here. And when we look at the growth characteristics for Zebra Technologies, I mean, these are not the strongest. The EPS growth is plus 3%, and so is the sales growth, it's plus 5%. And the relative strength rating, it's okay with 80. So I think with these characteristics, Zebra Technologies is still a good robotics stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Zebra Technologies. So now we come to the last top robotics stock for 2021 for today, and it is NVDA, NVIDIA. Here you can see the long-term chart of NVIDIA, and as you can see, we have been in a long-term uptrend since around 2014 in NVIDIA until October 2018. Then we had a correction phase in NVIDIA, and we could break the downtrend of that correction phase in September 2019 and form a nice and strong uptrend since then. And you can see as well, yeah, we had a little bit of a corona breakdown as well in NVIDIA, but this was quite briefly, and we made a low in March 2020 with that breakdown, and we reversed quickly from that low and traded into new high ground quite quickly after the after this, in May 2020, we traded into new high ground. So this was a very strong sign for NVIDIA. And yeah, recently you see here now since around September 2020, we have been moving sideways and consolidating and building a base here in NVIDIA. And I think sooner or later we will see a base breakout and a strong move to the upside in NVIDIA. So I think from a technical standpoint, NVIDIA is looking great here. And when we look at the growth characteristics, I mean, the EPS scores, it's plus 4%. It's okay. Or not the best, yeah, but it's not negative. And the sales growth, it's very good, or it's good with plus 40%. So this is very good. And the relative strength rating, it's okay as well with 79. And NVIDIA is in the hot semiconductors robotics space and a leader in that space. So I think NVIDIA is definitely a top robotics stock for 2021. Okay, so these were the top robotics stocks for 2021 for today. I hope in that video are some nice robotic stocks which you can use for your research. And also please subscribe now to my channel with the link in the description below, so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me. So please subscribe now and hit the notifications bell. So thank you for watching that video, and I think this year 2021 will be an exciting stock trading year because of all this fiscal and monetary stimulus going on around the world from all of these central banks and governments. So I think this will propel stock prices higher and will lead them ultimately to an asset price inflation. So I think we will be benefiting a lot as stock investors and traders. So I think it definitely pays if you use your time and research many stocks this year and have a look at the best stocks. And this is what I do here on my channel. I try to present you the best stocks in the market with the strongest growth and momentum characteristics, which could be multi-bagger going forward. So have a look on my channel from time to time, so you will find these strong stocks with me. So thank you for watching that video, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers.